Welcome everyone. I'm Alan Murphy. This is Math 118 section W1 here in the fall of 2021. In this video I'm going to try and cover everything you need to get the ball rolling here in the first week of class. If you have any questions about anything, please contact me. You can email, text, send a Google chat. All that contact information is located on Blackboard, so please take the time to get your questions answered. As I said in this video, I'm going to kind of run through a few of the highlights of the course, including Blackboard, WebAssign, and a few other important details that will help you get off to a good start this week. So without further ado, let's talk about Blackboard. So I have a browser open here to our course page in Blackboard. As you know, the university is transitioning to a new software product called Canvas. But this year we are allowed to either use Blackboard or Canvas, and truth be told, my Canvas isn't quite ready yet. So we are going to use Blackboard as our main portal for Math 118 section W1. When you go to Blackboard, on the left-hand side, there's a menu. You can see here we have things like announcements, faculty contact, course information, course content, discussion board, and this is the place where you find out everything about our course. Now I want to highlight three important places that you need to take a look at this week. The first one is course information. When you go to the course information section, you're going to see all kinds of information about this course. This video here that I'm showing you on the screen there, that's last fall's video. You can see my hair was a little shorter there. I haven't had a haircut in quite a long time. I used this pandemic as an opportunity to see what my hair could do. I don't know how much longer the long hair is going to last. As you can see in the last slide, the hair is falling in my face and it makes it hard for me to communicate. So having said that, that will be replaced with the new video once I'm done recording it. As you scroll through the course information, everything that you need to know about our course is written out here. The thing is, if you don't read this stuff, you won't know the information. One folder I want to point out to you in particular, and it's linked both here and in our week 1, is our online orientation. This Wednesday you have some assignments due. They are short. They're just designed to get you to interact with Blackboard to get the information about the course. Nothing stressful, but things like, did you read the syllabus? Do you know where to go? Did you get logged into WebAssign? Things like that. Everything else about the course is listed here. In particular, our class code for WebAssign. I do make use of something called remind.com, and essentially if you sign up for it, I can just blast out text to our members in our class if I need to get any immediate information to you. So if you're interested in receiving text right to your phone, you can sign up with this Remind class code. The other thing that's connected here in the course information is the syllabus document, the course calendar document that I'm going to talk about later, and also the assignment checklist, which I'm going to talk about later. Now, in addition to course information, oh goodness, hold on a sec, I seem to have made a huge whoops here. Let's see if we can do this. In addition to course information, there's another very important section called course content. And this is where everything you need for each week of the semester is listed. The course is organized by weeks, just like that calendar that I briefly showed you. Again, I'm going to touch on the calendar a little more specifically here in a second. But I want to show you how these weeks are set up. There's a folder for each week. We'll take a quick look here at week 1. Each week starts out with an overview where I tell you the things that we're going to study and the things that will be due. Oops. And then any documents or lecture materials, videos, assignments, links that you need are listed here. So in particular for us, we are going to have an online orientation section where there's some assignments due Wednesday. 3 of them in particular are listed here as graded items. And then we'll also do on Saturday, run through lesson 1.1 in the textbook, which, by the way, is included with your WebAssign, and then you'll have an assignment due. Finally, I want to point out that in this course, there are 7 required discussion forums that you'll complete here on Blackboard. And the first one is really easy. You're just going to introduce yourself. And I've already posted my introduction for you to read, and then you just post your own introduction so that we can all get to know each other. I do want to point out that each lesson that we have in terms of the math content will be supported by readings and videos and practice problems. So I post practice problems for you to try along with the solutions that you can read and look at and then ask questions about. So there's a lot of valuable information in this course content section of Blackboard. And then just to show you a little bit about the discussion boards, let's click on that. Now, some of these won't appear until they are actually due, so I've got access to all of them, but the only ones you'll see in this first week are what we call a week 1 open discussion, where you can post anything you want about anything related to week 1 questions. If somebody posts and I don't get to respond to their post, feel free to respond to theirs. But you can also see that Forum 1, the introductions are due here, and when you click on that one, you should see, if I click on this correctly, you should see my Read Me First forum instructions, where I tell you what we're expecting in this particular discussion forum, and then also my example. So there's the greetings from Alan Murphy there, where I tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, so just to summarize before I move on to WebAssign, Blackboard is our main portal for our course. All of the content is here, links to videos for the instruction, the calendar, the organization. Everything you need is located here, and we will complete the discussion forums here as well. The other huge piece that is required for this class, besides Blackboard, is Enhanced WebAssign, and you access that by going to webassign.net. So now let's take a look at WebAssign. WebAssign is the product that we are going to use to administer all the assignments and quizzes and exams for the course. In addition to that, WebAssign includes a digital version of our textbook. So you are not required to have the hardbound textbook. That's an option for you, but you don't need to purchase that. In the course information on Blackboards, one of the things that I provide for you is our class key that you'll need to use when you get registered on the WebAssign website, which is webassign.net. Now, you are required to purchase Enhanced WebAssign for the course, but to get you started this week, if you haven't purchased that yet, you can still get signed up with my class key, and you'll have a 14-day trial period. At the end of the 14 days, you'll have to go ahead and pay that fee. But if you haven't done that yet, please still log into WebAssign. Now, in this course, we have 3 kinds of assignments that are related to the math, and those are weekly assignments, quizzes, and exams. I have a weekly assignment due every Saturday in this course, and essentially these assignments are designed to keep you on track so that you're not falling behind, and to get you to interact with the material. So because of that, each assignment you are allowed 4 attempts at every problem. So throughout the week, as you're working on these assignments, and they're all posted right away for the entire course. So all of the assignments are available, and I encourage you to work ahead. But you get 4 tries on every problem. So if you try a problem a couple times and you don't get it right, you can ask for help. Don't feel like you're on your own with this. In fact, those are each worth 20 points, and I want you to get all 20 points for that thing. We also have quizzes, and the quizzes come every other week. They're shorter than the assignments, and those are designed to find out what you've retained over the last couple weeks. So those assignments, those quizzes, only appear 5 days before they're due. So they're not posted from the beginning of the course. They show up 5 days before they're due. They are open for 5 days, and you can work on them over those 5 days. For those, you get 3 attempts at each problem, but if you make a mistake, you get a reduction for the next attempt that you make. So if you try a problem 3 times and get it right on the 3rd try, you'll receive fewer points than you would have if you got it right on the 1st try. But you still get those 3 attempts. Finally, we have exams. And in our course, there are 3 midterm exams and then a final exam. And those exams are pretty much hard due dates because we want to stay on track. And those are only available for 4 days. So usually they become available at midnight on Saturday, and then they're due at midnight on Wednesday. Now, this course has a lot for you to cover, so I have provided some other tools to help you stay organized. So let me show you the course calendar and the course checklist, and then we'll talk about things like getting help and asking for extensions. So the assignment checklist is set up more like a list. And each week there's a little box, and you can record that you've completed these assignments and add your score in so that you can keep track of your grade on your own. All of the scores will be posted through WebAssign, and that's where the official grade will be kept. Everything is already entered into WebAssign except for the discussion forums. So after you've completed the forums and I've gone through and graded them, I will make a new entry in WebAssign with your forum grade. Essentially, if you make a post and respond to 2 other students, you're going to get your 10 points. This is not designed to be a grade breaker. It's just designed to keep us interacting with each other and give you an opportunity to ask for help if you need it. So the checklist is a good place for you to make sure that you're keeping up, and it matches up directly with the grades that are listed in WebAssign. So we've talked about those weekly assignments that we're working on through WebAssign. You submit your answers there. And there's another awesome feature that WebAssign provides that I want you to pay attention to and use often, and that is called Ask the Teacher. The deal is that you get 4 attempts on each assignment problem during the week. And what happens sometimes is students, they try those problems and they think they have it, and they make 4 attempts and they get all 4 of them wrong. They're all 4 incorrect. And then they get 0 points for that problem. So what I tell my students is try the problem once or twice, and if you're getting an incorrect answer, please use the Ask the Teacher feature. It will send me a note right through WebAssign where I see the problem that you're working on, and you can type in your question, and then I get a chance to respond to you. Sometimes I can answer the question just by typing out a response with the keyboard. Sometimes I might need more information from you, and I might ask you to send a picture either through email or text of the work that you've tried so far so I can take a look at where things went wrong. Sometimes I need to send a picture back to you of what I think you should try. And if the problem's difficult for many of the students, I usually end up just making a video where I do a similar problem and then I send it out to the entire class. So Ask the Teacher is a huge tool in WebAssign that allows me to help you be successful. My goal is for you to get the 20 points at the end of each week on those assignments, and I do that by helping you with that 3rd and 4th attempt on the problem so you can get it correct. Now, throughout the school year, things come up, and sometimes students run out of time during the week, or they don't have time to get to a particular assignment. And when that happens, rather than using Ask the Teacher, you're going to want to apply for an extension. So let me talk about extensions now. Throughout the semester, things happen, emergencies come up, and sometimes you need an extension so that you can get your work completed. And I've built in 6 extensions for you to use throughout the semester. So you get 6. Let me just write a 6 on here. Ooh, that's just not a very pretty 6. But my point is, during the semester, you're allowed 6 extension requests. You submit those in WebAssign. You do not have to give me a reason. I know WebAssign says, hey, what's your reason for the extension? You don't have to give me a reason. I know stuff happens. I don't want to get into your business. What I want you to do is say, I need an extension, and I will grant it up to 6. Now, I know some other things happen, and sometimes I've actually granted a 7th, and that's on a person-by-person basis. But the rule of thumb is you get 6 extensions. Now, here's an important thing to know. The extensions are good for assignments and quizzes. The extensions are good for assignments and quizzes, and they last for 1 week. So if something's due on Saturday and you need an extension, it'll be due the following Saturday. If it's a quiz that's due on Monday and you need an extension, it'll be due the following the following Monday. If you need an extension for an exam, you have to work that out with me individually through contacting me either with a phone call, a text, or an email. And for that one, I might want a little more information about why you're not prepared to take the exam. I have allowed students extra time on exams from time to time, but in general, those are hard dates, and it will require more than just submitting a blank extension in order to have that happen. I will always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, though, and I want to work with you so that you can have a successful semester. But if you need an extension on an exam, please contact me directly. So you've made it to the end of the video. I know I said a lot about all the things that are going on in the course. You may still find that you have questions, and this is a great time for you to send off an email to me, a text, or even a phone call to get your questions answered so that you can get off to a good start this semester. Remember, we have stuff due Wednesday and Saturday this week, and I wish you the best of luck. I want to be here to work with you. I'll nag you for the first couple of weeks, but once we get into that 3rd week, I become more of a facilitator, and my job will be to answer your questions and keep you progressing through the content in the course. Having said that, have a great semester, and I'll be talking to you again soon.